Martin and Missouri State, obviously it's early, but anything stand out to you about their offenses?
Well, starting with Missouri State, they got every transfer you name it, and they're really really talented. Their quarterback was a starter at Utah State last year, who I actually coached against when I was at Nevada. Really talented guy, can run with the ball. They got two backs that are really physical. One from Kilgore, another one is a transfer also. They got a receiver that is really talented from Western Kentucky. They got the slot guy who really doesn't get the ball enough. Was a former freshman All-American. I wish I could remember all of their names because we're looking at two opponents right now, but they're a talented team. And the quarterback makes plays with his feet. The receivers are good, and Petrino is a well-respected coach, and he does really, really, really good things offensively that challenge our scheme. So we'll have to be ready to go.
What is it about his offenses that anywhere he goes, just makes them as good as they are?
I think he's smart in understanding his players and adjusting it to his players. Just looking at it, I bet if you looked at what he does now and what he did when he was at Louisville or wherever he's been at, that has been a little bit different. And it's simple enough from week to week. He just makes minor adjustments to their plan, and so high-level execution for those guys, but still challenging defenses.
And then what have you seen from UT Martin, their team that's run the ball a lot more than they pass, but they've had a quarterback who can still make the throws when they need it?
Well, their quarterback is a Walter Payton finalist. He was OVC Offensive Player of the Year. Actually game playing him when we were playing Tulane in the bowl game last year. We were expecting him to play, and then he ended up transferring to UT Martin, and he makes them go. They got two backs that are really good, but it's about the quarterback for UT Martin. They got good skill guys and a tight end that catches the ball well. So it'll be a challenge either way. I think that'll be a competitive game for sure. Not sure if the quarterback's gonna play or not, but we'll be watching to see.
This is like the first week y'all have had to kind of balance between looking at two different teams. How do you kind of manage that with a one game at a time mentality?
I don't know. I can take. Well, what we did is we took a day and we worked a little bit on Missouri State, the home team, and then we took a day and we worked a little bit on UT Martin, and try to kind of mesh. UT Martin does this type of run scheme, so does Missouri State. Well, let's work on that because we know we're going to see it either way. They might, UT Martin might do this in the passing game, so does Missouri State. Well, let's work on that. So you combine we really didn't dive all the way into the game plan. Preliminary, we got a decent jump on both teams. So still 1 week at a time, but we're preparing for two teams, and then we'll be ready to go Saturday.
Vegan mentioned that James, why he was out. Is there anything more you can specify about why he didn't? What you saw, I guess, in that matchup for keeping him mostly on the bench on Saturday?
For Mosley on the bench?
Or yeah, I guess he didn't. He didn't play as far as I saw, right?
Oh, James Campbell.
James Campbell.
Oh, yeah. For keeping him mostly on the bench.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry.
No, it's just coach's decision.
Just a matchup thing, or?
No.
Okay.
It's coach's decision.
And
to go with the other guys.
And Simeon, it seemed like he was the one who was in coverage on a lot of the bigger passing plays. Is there anything specifically you saw him struggle with in that game?
No, I just thought he played well. I mean, he got beat on the back shoulder fade, but he's a freaking competitor. You play DB long enough, they're going to catch balls on you, but we're pleased with Simeon. He's playing at a really high level right now.
Chase Benson and Daniel Hardy, two other guys who made the first team. What can you say about kind of their growth over the season, or if they even had any, or they just kind of showed up every game?
Oh, they showed up and they didn't grow at all. I'm joking. No, those dudes are. Chase is freaking. Chase has been playing inside for a long time. So he kind of transitioned from playing zero a lot in the previous scheme to now playing a 2, a 3, a 2-eye in the shade. But for him, we got obviously different scheme, but he's kind of been inside. I think so. He's had some growth for sure. Biggest thing is keeping him healthy, and then Daniel Hardy, he's had a lot of growth because he went from kind of a stand-up backer, kind of on the edge sometimes, to full time with your hand in the dirt. So he's grown a lot from just seeing his keys playing fast, understanding backfield sets, just becoming a student of the game. help him play fast, and then obviously his athletic ability helps that a lot. So he's been gifted. He's been blessed with some gifts that not all of us have.
You kind of talked about Troy's pro potential. How do you see Hardy's?
I can see Hardy having a shot for, seriously. I think he'll be intriguing for a lot of people, and a lot of people in the National Football League are looking for pass rushers. Everybody in the National Football League has pass rushers, and he also runs down on kickoff. So he adds value on special teams, and as a pass rusher, maybe outside, I don't know. I think he's talented enough for sure. I think he showcased that this year. I wouldn't be surprised if we got to April and we're celebrating him and Troy.
And then you kind of hyped him up earlier, or in the first press conference before fall camp. Did he exceed your expectations this year, or did he live up to your expectations this year?
Did he exceed it? I don't know. We just knew he could be good. I don't know. I guess I didn't like stats and all. We knew he can be a force in the conference. So I say he met him and he's been playing really well. And he sure took a lot of people off guard. Now people know about him, and we've been doing a good job. I think Coach AP, Coach Howe have been doing a good job of still, finding ways to get him one-on-ones and finding matchups for him. So.
How do you think Chase Benson handled the double team this year? That he was often put in that situation of.
Good. People can't block him. You probably need three. Three might work, but two hasn't been successful this year. Hopefully he keeps doing it. I got no doubt in my mind he will. He's a beast in there, man. It's a major difference